have a
Bruh. Look at this dude. Wait till you see the no.
Yo, what's going on guys? Boy Flutts again, back with another video. And that intro clip has absolutely finished me, because if you guys actually knew Filippo, that is such a Filippo thing to do. But anyway guys, let's just get straight into it. Obviously today we're just going to be talking about the top tips for Warzone. And yeah, so I'm just going to let the gameplay in the background just play out whilst I talk. You can listen to my voice and that. But yeah, let's just get straight into it. Tip number 1 guys. Make sure you have the correct Warzone settings. Guys, I've already covered this in the video I did a couple weeks back. For the general settings, make sure you implement the same ones that I did. For sensitivity, that's subjective to yourself. So I can't really tell you what's the best sensitivity, as sensitivity is down to personal preference. So guys, for the general settings, try and implement what I did. And for sensitivity, you can go into a custom match and find out the perfect sense for yourself. So yeah. Going into tip number 2, we have deploying. So as you guys know, you obviously jump out the plane and whatever, you're looking for where to go. When I play trios, I normally look for a scav or bounty contract, as that's the most lucrative. And when playing quads, contracts aren't that necessary guys, they really aren't. Duos and solos, you should be looking for a scav because you need more money for a loadout, because there's less amount of you guys playing. For the average player, for those with like a 1 KD and below, I suggest landing on a scavenger somewhere far from the line so you can get your money and load out and then push enemies. The reason I say that is because if you're an average player, you shouldn't be going to Superstore. Because even me, I find it hard to clear out Superstore. So if you're an average player, don't be going to Superstore, you know, just try and have a good time. Like, go somewhere far, get your load out, and just play the game at your own pace. Like, play at a steady tempo and just enjoy yourself guys. That's all I've got for tip number 2. For tip number 3 guys, we have learn loadout drop locations. A lot of you guys know this already. The loadout can only land within a 200 meter radius of you or your team. With this you can sort of predict where the loadout will go. So the more you play guys, the more you go to the same location over and over and over again, the easier it is to actually predict where the loadout will be coming from. And this allows you to, you know, get your loadout quicker before a potential enemy gets their loadout, because obviously, as you guys know, they can spawn in the same locations. So yeah, guys, learn loadout drop locations. On to the next tip. Tip number 4 guys, high ground is key. Guys, I uploaded a video on how to get more wins, and it was down to high ground to positioning. Always look for high ground so you can beam the enemies from above, and this will give you 100% more wins. If you guys been watching my gameplays a lot, literally I always talk about high ground. I'm always saying to my boys, guys, let's reposition, let's go here, let's go there. The only reason I keep saying that is because high ground gives us the advantage. Let's say if someone's down below, shout out Roddy Rich, down below, yeah, their body is exposed whilst they're looking up to kill you, whilst you can literally beam them with headshots. And high ground is headshots galore. So guys, in any case and in every scenario, always look for high ground. Moving into tip number 5. Guys, don't run away when you're getting sniped at. I actually learnt this from my boy Ethan. When you're getting sniped at, unless they're a very good sniper, the probability of them hitting their shot is probably what, below 30%? So beam them depending on the distance. I'd say a 200 to 250 meter radius is a decent beaming range against a sniper. And this throws them off their aim, and they're the ones who start running off, which allows you to actually, take the advantage and for your team to push up. So guys, don't be scared of snipers. Like, just because you see the flashy light, you're thinking, oh my gosh, I'm actually going to get absolutely destroyed here. No, you're not, because you got beamers. Trust your aim, trust your accuracy, and just F them up. Moving into tip number 6. Guys, movement is key. Slide cancelling, jump shotting, and drop shotting are the meta in this game, in Modern Warfare. And they're the only movement mechanics you will ever need in Warzone. And I've already covered a video on this a couple weeks back. And honestly, watch it if you guys want to know how to win more gunfights. Also, I remember when I made that video, people weren't really sure on what controls I was using. I said this multiple times before, but I use R3 to jump, and I use R2 to crouch and drop shot everything. The way I do this on PS4 is because of the button assignments. So if you guys go to accessibility, then button assignments, you can change it. I play on default flipped, which means I use L1 and R1 to shoot. So guys, see how you like it and try it out. Tip number 7, folks, use low recoil guns. If you're an average player, I would only recommend the following guns: the Kilo, the Growl, the M13 and the Bruin. You can find class setups for these guns on my channel. These guns have the least amount of recoil and are so easy to control. This will help improve your accuracy and take more health off opponents, thus allowing you to get more kills. Moving into tip number 8, which is actually my favourite tip, guys. This is a late game tip as well. If it's final circle and you've just redeployed and you're trying to go for your loadout, have a fully loaded class on both your guns. This is a perk that you can use in your weapon gunsmith, allowing you to have full ammunition on your weapons. It saves you the panic of looking for ammo in the late game, and honestly it saved me so many times I can't even count, guys. Imagine just spawning back in with your full ammo. Do you know who you can beam? Everyone. Absolutely everyone, and especially when it's late game, some people don't have armor. Easy kills, guys, easy kills, easy wins. Moving on to tip number 9. Tip number 9 is about perks. I remember someone commented in my comment section about what perks they should use. Ideally for the first loadout you get with the money you or your team have earned, you should go for an overkill class with the loadout of your choosing. And then with the free loadout that the game gives you, you get ghost and swap your weapons out. So you have the full advantage in every gunfight. The reason you do this is because, let's say for your first loadout you have overkill, you can push enemies and you can switch to your SMG or your sniper or whatever, and it's just easier, you know. For perks 1 and 3, I suggest using EOD and Amped. EOD protects you from explosives a bit, as enemy explosives take less health off you, which is ironic because you're going to see what happens to me at the end, but let's not talk about that. Perk 3 is Amped. The reason you want to run Amped is so you can switch your guns quicker. The last thing you want to happen is die because it took you an age to switch to your other weapons. So guys, your perk should be EOD, overkill for first loadout, then Amped, or EOD, ghost after second loadout, then Amped. Moving into the last tip, tip number 10, guys. Don't be afraid to do recons. If there's no bounty contracts around in a second circle, which is the most popular contract at this point as everyone knows, then you can do a recon and play the circle. This will give you or your team vital intel into where the next circle will be, and your team can already push up and position themselves at a point where you can kill enemies and hold them out from the previous circle. It's easy kills, guys, and ultimately easy wins. Recons are literally the easiest and most simplest way to win games, honestly, guys. For your average players, if you want more wins, just do recons, you know, you can literally play the game out. So guys, those were my top 10 tips for Warzone, and I hope you guys can actually implement these tips, you know, into your gameplay, and you can start getting more wins and getting more kills and becoming a great player on this game mode. So guys, I'm just going to let the gameplay in the background play out, and on that note, it's been your boy Flutts. Don't forget to please like, comment and subscribe. Follow my socials, that's Flutts3rd on Insta and Twitter. Also, don't forget to click the notification bell next to my name. And lastly, guys, stay cracked. Peace.
Down 2.
Good shit, man.
Bro, this is what I do on the daily, man. It's just easy for me. Let's get him back up. Oh, wait.
Alright. How many kills do you have?
11.
11. Can't believe we haven't had a loadout this entire game.
Enemy UAV
And we have
overhead.
11 kills. He's mad.
You got
Problem
11, I
is-
got 7.
They're gonna have to
Bilal,
cross.
how many kills do you have? Oh, okay.
Bro, I don't remember you getting 2 kills.
Oh fuck, up here! I'm putting on plates. Yo, back door.
Yeah, move out the way, move out the way, move out the way! No.
Gas is inbound.
I
Marking
can't.
safe
Just
zone.
stay in the, yeah, stay there. I'm gonna use you as bait for the re.
Don't worry, you'll survive. Loadout drop inbound.
Yo, he's ran off. I can't find him. I can't see him anywhere. He's running off.
To where though? Go
Like,
get him.
east.
Is he on heartbeat?
Yeah. Not anymore. He ran over east.
East, yeah? Do you think he's under here?
Moving.
You have armor
No,
box,
he's
bro.
not. He's not.
Use these first, though.
Do you need the ammo?
I'm good.
Armor located.
On our left.
25 are left. Stay sharp out there.
Go prone, go prone.
Down.
Got gas moving in.
I'm pushing.
I literally can see it. Down one.
Nice, nice. I'm pushing up.
Yeah, keep pushing. I'm literally shooting. You can go for it.
Team wipe.
Let's go. There's no way I've gone this whole game without Ghost. I'm going to go load out because I really need.
Yeah, me too. We're getting Ghost.
I'm getting Ghost, man. Fuck it. Where's that Fennec? Oh, that Fennec was doing work. I'm not using the VOK. Oh, should I actually just pick up that M4?
I'm using the M13. I got it. I have an MP7.
This M4 with the
VOK
VOK, we did bits with this game. Might as well keep it. Watch out for other people crossing. Maybe on our left.
Actually, should I pick up the...
There's two loadouts here still.
Gas is inbound. Marking new safe zone.
They're definitely ahead. And they've got high ground. They're beefing over here.
Reposition.
We might as well rotate whilst they're fighting. Can't lie. Got across anyway. Sits outskirts, boys. Literally everyone's gonna be attracted to that. Maybe we can we'll get zone in here. Maybe
You
get
gonna try and
shot.
get control?
Yeah, I'm gonna go up top.
Because there's guaranteed to be people in here, bro.
I know. I even heard it. I heard the silent sniper in here. Yeah, they're here.
Bilal got shot in the back. Run on me. Cracked. Yo. Right here.
Downs.
Nice. One guy dropped down.
Now go for it.
One guy's pushing.